Hello, another Transformers review. This is Transformers Prime or RID, Robots in Disguise, whatever you want to call it, Deluxe Cliffjumper. I got this, I think, for a tenner. I know it wasn't, or was it 12? It was either 10 or 12, it wasn't more than that, which, considering how it is pretty good. Yeah, unlike most Cliffjumpers, it's not a repaint or any sort of remold or whatnot of a Bumblebee. It's completely different. Yeah, it's supposed to be a muscle car. It's a lot more orangey, I can see on camera, but it's a very, very deep, not dark, but a very deep red. I don't know what to compare the red to compare to, but I'll just come in close. The rims are painted. Yeah, this comes from a time when paint was aplenty in Hasbro's universe, not just one colour. Although it does contain mainly one colour, but you know, a little bit of silver for the exhausts, because why not? Black for the back with no taillights painted in, which to be expected. Bit of silver around the edge. Clear plastic for the windows all around, which say anything for Transformers, they're not very good at putting paint in, but Transformers Prime was probably the last of them, you know, most amazing for paint. The amount of paint they put on for detail wise and whatnot. They were probably the last of the main toy lines, as it were. Come round to front, yeah, little bull horns there, and painted in headlights, blue, why not? Sort of like a gunmetal grey or a silver on the grille, very nice. On the underside, yeah, it's folds up robot. I kind of want to call it a shell former, but it's not, because none of it is a shell. You know, you've got arms going all the way here and all the way here, feet around here, and the body sits. It's not a shell form. Oh yeah, you can see the head just poking out there. I'm pretty sure I've heard someone say it's a shell form, but it's just not. One nice thing that probably isn't a feature, but I do like it all the same, you can, now it's on camera, it won't do it, will it? Of course it won't, but I will. There we go. You can open the bonnet. No real purpose, doesn't show any engine detail, but you know, it's a thing you can do. It's a thing you can do. Accessory wise, it does come with this hammer gun thing, which for some reason you can take it apart into two pieces. Serves no purpose, but it's an interesting looking weapon. You won't find any other Transformers like this, I'm sure, with this weapon. On vehicle mode you can store it there, like that if you want. Have a huge light, unpainted traffic light I suppose, or like that. Have some sort of steampunky weapon, or you could have it in that petrol cap. Yeah, so I've got one, which is weird because most usually have two. I'm going to plug it in. Plug it in like that. Why not? Or plug it in like that. I'm pretty sure even as some sort of cheating chariot weapon, that won't do much. So that's pretty much it. Now, transformation of Transformers Prime toys have been either really good, interesting but not over the top, or difficult but you know where you're going. This is difficult but you know where you're going. I don't know if they did a Takara version of this, and this is not the first edition one. The first edition one had hands which you could fold around to reveal guns, which is very nice. Probably one of the better first edition figures, because let's face it, apart from RC, Oh, and Starscream, no one really cares about the first editions. They're a bit cack as far as I'm concerned anyway. No, now I've said that, everyone cares about first edition ones. But I don't. Have you really seen the Veercon? Google the first edition deluxe Veercon and you'll see what I mean. It's horrible. Yeah, so the Takara ones are usually have a lot more ports on it to put the minicons on, which in the case of Ratchet, Prime Ratchet, hinders the transformation, and it's got blobs on which it does not need. You know, if you want blobs for weapon ports, you might as well go for the Beast Hunters version. At least then, you know, the weirdness makes sense. Yeah, starting in vehicle mode, usually start in robot mode, but I'm pretty sure it came packaged in vehicle mode, which I got this second hand, so no packaging. Yeah, that's one more bone I need to pick. Professional, proper and better Transformers reviewers, all of you, well, all of you that show it like this, stop doing the figures, but stop doing it where you start off in the mode they are not in. Yes, we want to see the alt mode, but we want to see it how it comes packaged. That's how it works. You know, that's why I start in robot mode, because that's usually what they come packaged in now, but I'm starting this because it came packaged in this. And usually when people, you know, send them off to whoever sold them, send them off in the alt mode because, you know, it's small, it's more compact, you can package it up better. So yeah, so I'm going to start with the transformation, well, do the transformation as it were. So that was the internet, excuse me a moment. The internet box has fallen down, it's okay. Don't know why it fell off. It's alright. Bad button. You stay there now. No, I did nothing. Stop it. So, anyway. So we're going to do the transformation, so I'll just raise the camera up a little bit. Might have been me banging into the thing, but you know, whatever. So just raise that up a bit so you can see what I'm doing. I'm just a little bit long. So firstly what you want to do is pull this section out and then pull the arms apart like that. Then this will help pull the other sections of the arms out, so just pull them out like that. You want to do them slanted out so you can get at them. And then what you want to do is pull these sections out because they're the legs, so you pull them out. Then what you want to do is get this section and pull it. Now how you want to do this is hold this section down and kind of pull, because I'll just zoom in, there's a little nub there which goes underneath the other part of the roof. It's a little bit annoying to try and do, but once you've got it, it's not that bad. Then fold it up there, accordion the back bumper up, then fold this section down like so. Or you can, if you want, it's not really how it's meant to do, you can bend it the other, twist it the other way. It's not really how it's meant to be done, so just leave it like that. Or you could, in fact, put that down first and then put that up. That kind of hides the horns and makes it a bit more cleaner. So then what you want to do is fold out the feet, well, the legs actually, and turn the torso, well, the waist, I know words, all the way around. Then pull the legs out, or the feet out, then twist these sections around so they're facing like that. Same onto the other side, and twist the feet around, and that's the legs done. So coming on to the top section, what you want to do is twist the top section up. At this grey part, just twist it around. Then what you want to do is come to these sections here and twist them around like that. Actually, would be best if you twist it to pull it down, then twist it around like that. Then it does a little bit of automorph where you just press down on the shoulders and it gets the head reveal. Then what you want to do is twist the arms around like that. Then get to the hands and pull them out, because there's a tab right there. There's a tab right there, and in the arm seems to just go in. I know why it does it. The hand kind of like grips the tab. It's like moulded in to grip it, so that's why it just goes in really well. Twist the hand down like that. Well, just leave it up like that for now. Then move this section forward like that. Then twist the hand down. And what you want to do is fold it around and move the hand out at the same time. Then press it together as much as it'll go. Then you can fold the windscreen down. It won't fold down much, or can you fold it in anymore? No, that's as far as it'll go. Not too far, but it's not bad. So same on this arm. Pull it out, twist this section around, pull the hand down, and then make sure it's snug. Just make sure it's all pulled out, and then just articulate it how you want. And I'll just zoom the camera back down, and have I got the arms articulated properly? Yep. There you have Cliffjumper in his robot mode. And yeah, this is one of the things I really like about the Prime line. Majority of them get the robot mode and the vehicle mode pretty close to how they're meant to be on the show. Even those that aren't on the show or don't really have the amazing toys, they're still not bad. The scale of deluxe and prime toys is either alright or really good. This is really good. You know, the deluxe toys wise, there's no bad ones. Usual bad ones come in the Cyberverse line, I think it is, the ones that are kind of like the Legends class nowadays. So yeah, we're coming close here on the detail. That's a faux chest, which I don't care about really. Serves a purpose here. The head sculpt, really angry for some reason. It does have light piping for the eyes. The arms are weird, but you can get them to do full 360. The ball joints are a bit stiff, but a bit stiff is better than a bit loose. Can go out that far, but if you twist them around so much, you can get more like that if you want. The lower elbow joint can go all the way around. It's on a mushroom peg. The elbow joint goes up so far, but there's quite a lot of bits on the arms that it's about 90 degree, and down that far just because that's how it stops. That's as far as it goes. You've got this bumper section which do whatever you want with. It works for what it is. You do get a waist swivel, but because of the back section it kind of bumps in the way. You just need to move stuff out the road a bit just to get the waist how you want it. Legs can go all the way you want, and they only stop that far just because of the moulding on the waist. I can do kind of the full splits, but it's more like that. Knee can go all the way due to transformation, and the foot is on the ball joint and moves up and down as well. And also the hands are on ball. The hands are on ball joints. Stay locked. They can go like that. They can go like that, and they've got all kinds of motion. So just coming in on the detail. Nice cogs which are pretending to be, you know, inner working detail. Very nice there. They've painted them bits, which why not? It's not really needed, but why not? Waist detail, which is always nice. Foot detail, which also have the exhausts on it, which is pretty good. Detailed hands. Some of the nicest hands I've seen on Transform, which is a weird compliment, but there you go. I like how they moulded. You can actually have it where it looks like he's pointing. It's a weird point, but if you get it just right, it does look like he's pointing, sort of, which really nice. Come on to the back. He's got a slight bit of backpack, but it's only slight. Hollow legs, but due to transformation, it's right. He can hold his weapon, either like a gun. Can he? Ah, yes he can. Like a gun. Looks a bit daft, but it works. Or he can, which is his intended purpose, is to hold it like a mace hammer thing. If you just go in like that. The grip isn't that strong, but it stays in pretty well. I'm glad he's got a good base on his feet, because the legs are a little bit loose, and you know, the shake test thing, they're a little bit loose, but for people who it annoys, you know, it's a thing, but it doesn't annoy me. I mean, it's only going to slip on, it's only going to droop on slippery surfaces, so it doesn't really matter normally. One thing that might annoy people is he's got a bit of an orangutan sort of pose. His arms are really long, you know, but I think he's pretty good. He's really, really good. Oh, some red detail on the shoulders that I forgot to show. Yeah. Oh, and also these horns are soft plastic, just cause. Yeah, like I said, the Prime Touring line either does alright or really good. This is really good. So this is Transformers Prime Deluxe Cliffjumper, and that's goodbye for now.